Hello, potato. I need a pick-me-up, which means it's time for a tea break. Today from Morihan, we're going to try out Japanese black tea ginger latte. You know, give you a little spice, a little heat, because you know it is actually finally getting close to being something like autumn. When I'm recording this, it's only supposed to be like 80 degrees today and not 100. That's practically cold. So I thought we would do a nice warming Japanese black tea ginger latte. It's real simple. You take 3 teaspoons of the powder in this pouch, mix it with 100 mils of water, which is not a lot of water. This is actually probably about 120 mils here. I totally measured it wrong. But even then, that's not very much water. This is going to be, either you need to use a lot more of this to make a full cup of tea, or you just, I guess, drink small amounts. Because there's 5 servings in here, so that means there should theoretically be, what would that be, 15 teaspoons of powder? I don't know. Oh, there's also a cold version. Well, we'll try that as well. But let's do the hot version first. Let's check out our tea. It does have, oh, you need scissors. Well, I don't have scissors. I have a box cutter though. We'll try that. I was kind of expecting there to be like a pull tab thing, but there is not. But that's fine. Box cutter works just as well. It's resealable because it is more than 1 serving, so that's nice. You can pop this in your desk or whatever. It's our lovely, lovely brownish powder. Definitely smells gingery. Ingredient-wise, the number 1 ingredient is sugar, followed by creaming powder. So I'm guessing like non-dairy creamer, but there's skim milk. No, there's skim milk in it, so just lightning powder, powdered creamer, basically. But there is black tea extract powder, black tea powder, ginger powder, cinnamon powder. This might be a good, like a good holiday sort of a thing. It definitely smells. It smells of gingerbread, is what it smells like to me. Let's get out 3 teaspoons of our powder. This is the cup I usually use for this sort of thing, because you can see through it and all, and it's double walled. But I really feel like this is not going to be much. I sometimes wonder if these things don't get translated quite right. That is way more than a teaspoon. There we go. That's still a little more, that's fine. Because I've tried these things, some of these powdered things before, and there's just such a little amount of liquid, and then they come out being really, really overly strong. And there's nothing saying, because like on the iced one here, it's still 3 teaspoons of powder to 50 mils of water, and then add 2 to 3 ice cubes and mix well until all the ice is melted, and adjust the amount of tea powder, water, and ice cubes to your liking. So that probably applies there too. So yeah, it's probably just to keep like the calories down. Do we have calories on here? We must have calories on here. 70 calories per serving. It's probably to keep the calories under like 100 calories per serving by having your serving be ridiculously tiny. Because look at that, that's not even half. That's not even half a cup of tea. That's like a shot. And frankly, that's a lot of powder for such a small amount of liquid, I think. Now the color looks decent. It's got good color to it. But yeah, you're not getting very much, are you? But yeah, you just need to adjust to your liking. But today we're just trying it per the instructions. In actuality, I would probably use more powder and a lot more water. But let's see if the powder is a thing that needs to be upped. Because the scent of it is actually very strong. I can smell the tea more with it being brewed. All I was really getting out of there, I think, was the ginger and the cinnamon, but out of here, I do smell black tea. It smells good. All right, let's give it a try. Actually, hold on. Does it say anything? This is by Morihan. Does it say anything on here about caffeine content? It does not appear to. Because, I always like to know how much caffeine I'm taking in on one of these things. Not because I'm like conscious of my caffeine intake or anything, but because I want to know, should I feel anything from this? Let's give it a try. Not overly strong. I'm actually going to say flavor-wise, the ratio to tea powder and water is actually probably about perfect, even though I put a little bit more water in there than I was supposed to. Ours is actually about perfect. It's not overpoweringly strong, but it's also not weak. It's got a nice smooth flavor. The ginger isn't super, I thought potentially the ginger in this, because you get some of these like ginger teas and the ginger just like smacks you in the face, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it may not be to everyone's taste. It smells more of gingerbread in the package, but flavor-wise, I would say the black tea is more of the dominant flavor. The cinnamon is almost kind of just barely there, and I think that cinnamon's part of what's giving that gingerbread scent to me, is not just the ginger, but the extra spice as well. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So let's we'll grab another cup, and we'll try it iced. I'll be right back. We'll need that. All right, I'm back with a cup suitable for iced tea and 50 mils, a little bit more than 50 mils of water. And yeah, we're not gonna make it. Also, some ice. It says to use 2 or 3 cubes of ice, which of course is not a particularly useful measurement. But also, my ice maker prefers to make crushed ice, so we'll figure something out with that. So we need, again, 3 teaspoons of the powder, 1, a 2, a 3. Now, of course, I'm not leveling or anything, which you may want to do for your own personal preparations of this product. But I can't be arsed, frankly. Can't be bothered. All right, so we have our 50 mil-ish of water. Let's add that in. Again, just like the tiniest amount of water. So I feel like most people are going to end up making this with like 2 or 3 times the amount of powder, and to get like a full glass. Okay, it's seems like a little harder to get it to dissolve without making a mess in here. Now we need to pause and clean up the mess. At least it didn't fall on the hole in the tablecloth. I need to replace, I know I've been saying that for like months. I need to replace this tablecloth. So let's add some ice cubes. Well, that's kind of almost 2. Call that a second one. Call that 3. And then I guess stir it up. It says until the ice was melted, right? Stir well, combine, add 2 or 3 ice cubes and mix well until all the ice has melted. So I guess we'll probably fast forward this a little bit. I'm too impatient. That's as good as we're getting. It feels cool to the touch on the outside of the glass now. But yeah, there's still a little bit of ice in there. All right. Smell-wise, cold, I smell the ginger more. Got more of that gingerbready smell again. Yeah, this has like a richer tea smell. This I'm getting much more of the ginger out of, which is interesting. But let's see how it tastes. I mean, with the ice, it's probably only being a little bit more liquid, but definitely feels like it's cold. Let's try it out. It tastes sweeter that way. This is like a kind of a smooth, gingery tea flavor. This is a much sweeter, makes you think more of like a boba tea. And to be fair, I don't suppose there's any reason you couldn't make a boba tea with it. But it's not bad. I think there's more stuff by Morihan out there. I'm gonna have to give that a try. Now, caffeine, I don't know because there's no indication on here how much caffeine's actually in this. I will say the instructions for making it, if you're making this actually something to drink, these are mostly full portions. I may have drunk some, obviously, but they're still mostly the full portions. Neither one came even halfway up the glass. And I feel like those instructions may be geared just to keep the calorie count below 100. You see, oh, it's 70 calories per serving. Yeah, but a serving is literally a third of a cup. It's not, you're going to make most of this packet to make a full-on ginger latte. So it's a little misleading in that. I mean, it's not if you do the math. And if you, even look at the amount of water it says to use, that's a small amount of water. You're probably going to want to use more than that. But flavor-wise is good. It does make a nice latte. The ginger's not overpowering. It's sweet both ways. Neither way do you need to add sugar to it, but the iced version is sweeter. I assume only because of the way temperature affects your taste buds. Because obviously you saw I didn't add anything different to it. It's the same amount of tea powder, more or less the same amount of water, just half of one is ice. But yeah, not bad at all. Hopefully the caffeine in it will get me the rest of the day. The flavor is good though. I would consider buying this again, ideally maybe in a larger package. And I would maybe try some more of this Morihan stuff as I see it. So maybe we'll have more tea with Morihan in the future. But have you tried this? Have you tried Morihan's Japanese black tea ginger latte or any other Morihan stuff? What did you think of it? Do you think those serving sizes are a little ridiculously unrealistic? Let me know in the comments below. But we will wrap this up with that. I'm going to go finish my teas and get myself through the rest of this day. I do hope you found this all interesting or entertaining. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. I do thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.